Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about the control drug delivery system. So this will be the first session on the control drug delivery system. Let us discuss on the topics: introduction on the control drug delivery system, what is the reason for the terminology, and what is the reason for the rationale of selecting the drug delivery system, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of control drug delivery systems. Before going into the conventional control drug delivery system, let us understand what happens in a conventional dosage form. This is a plasma drug profile for a conventional dosage form. So this is a graphical representation. The y-axis represents the plasma drug concentration. The x-axis represents the time. Parallel to the x-axis, you can see a red line above the x-axis representing the minimum effective concentration, and above the minimum effective concentration you can see the maximum safe concentration. So this is the plasma drug concentration time profile for an orally administered conventional dosage form. It can be a tablet, it can be a capsule, whatever it can be. So this is, for example, if you assume a tablet as once after administering, it slowly releases the drug in the stomach. The drug starts absorbing into the systemic circulation. So this data represents the plasma drug profile of a tablet or a dosage form administered orally. So if you look into this graphical representation, once after administration of the first dose of drug, the plasma drug concentration slowly increases. The amount of drug into the systemic circulation slowly increases. The peak is going high starting from the 0 onwards. It goes high, it attains a peak value, that is it's a Cmax, and it slowly reduces in the elimination phase. And once in the elimination phase, it comes below the minimum effective concentration. Once it attains a minimum effective concentration, then we are administering a second dose of the drug molecule. The second dose again slowly absorbs into the system in circulation. It attains a peak value, then it slowly reduces, and it again comes below the minimum effective concentration. Once it again comes to the minimum effective concentration, the third dose we are administering. The third dose again it attains a peak value, then it comes down. The fourth dose we are administering, again also it goes high. So this is what's happening in the if you are administering a conventional dosage form. Say for example an antibiotic you are administering regularly at frequent intervals. If it is a 6 hours interval, means in a day you have to consume 4 antibiotic tablets or capsules. So at every 6 hour duration you have to take the next dose. This is the regimen in the case of multiple dosing. What is the necessity for this multiple dosing? After the administration of the first dose, the plasma drug concentration comes below the minimum effective concentration. The plasma drug concentration reaches the subtherapeutic level. Thus, to produce a therapeutic activity, we may need to administer the second dose. The second dose again will increase the plasma concentration. The drug slowly eliminates the drug out of the body. Because of the elimination, the plasma drug concentration again it comes down. It's maybe below the minimum effective concentration. Again, thus to maintain the therapeutic effect, to maintain a regular amount of plasma drug in the systemic circulation, and to produce a constant therapeutic effect, we may have a safer concentration of drug must be present in our body. Thus, in order to maintain a concentration of drug in our body, the time at which it comes below the minimum effective concentration, we are administering the second dose. Thus, a continuous administration of the drug is necessary. This is happening in a conventional dosage form. So in this graph, if you listen, there are so many peaks and there are so many values. It goes high, it comes down, goes high, it comes down. This happens regularly. If there is n number of doses, n types, there will be peaks, and n number of there will be values also. So this is one of the main drawback of the conventional dosage form. Let us see what are the limitations of conventional dosage form. First thing, there is poor patient compliance, increased chances of missing the dose. It is a possible thing, like if you're administering 6 doses in a day, there are chances at least one dose may miss or may not miss. It depends upon the patient, so but there are chances. Then a typical valley and the plasma concentration time profile, there always exists a peak and a valley concentration. That means the plasma drug concentration is not a steady. The plasma drug concentration is always fluctuating within the body. There is always a fluctuation in the plasma drug concentration. Then the third one is the drug concentration may lead to under medication or over medication. Sometimes the plasma drug concentration may comes below the minimum effective concentration. Sometimes it may goes above the maximum safe concentration. Again, so even though it maintains a therapeutic level also, there are possibility for reducing the concentration below the minimum effect, and there are chances for increasing the concentration above the safe concentration. The last thing is fluctuation may lead to precipitation of adverse effect. This happens whenever the plasma concentration of the drug may goes beyond the maximum safe concentration. If it goes above the maximum safe concentration, there are chances for adverse drug reaction. If it is below the minimum effective concentration, nothing to worry, that only the thing is it will not produce any therapeutic activity, but it will not cause any adverse effect. Whereas if it goes beyond the maximum safe concentration, surely there are possibilities for the producing the toxicity. So these are some of the limitations of the conventional dosage forms. Now we understood what is the graphical representation or how a drug molecule administered orally as a conventional dosage form behaves in our systemic circulation and what are the limitations. Now let us see how to overcome this limitations of the conventional dosage form. Option number 1, that is development of a new, better and safer drug molecule. That means we should develop a drug molecule that can overcome all the fluctuations. That means suppose if you are administering a drug molecule 4 times a day, means every 6 hours if you are administering, instead of that drug molecule, we may have to develop a new drug molecule that need to administer only once in a day, so that this type of peaks and valleys can be removed, chances for missing the doses can be removed, better patient compliance can attained. So the limitations of the conventional dosage forms can be overcome if you develop a drug molecule that if you need to administer only 1 dose per day. So all this limitation can be overcome. The second option is I develop effective and safer use of the existing drug molecule. We have n number of existing drug molecule. All this existing drug molecule must be reformulated or redeveloped into a dosage form that can have a better advantages over the conventional dosage form. That is, second option is modification of the current existing drug to a better, effective and safer use. Now, what is the characteristics of an ideal drug delivery system? Characteristics of an ideal drug delivery system: it should deliver the drug at a rate dictated by the needs of the body over a specific period of treatment. That means we are listening to 3 points. First is the rate, second is the need, third is the specified period. That means an ideal drug delivery system, a system that delivers the drug into your body, that we call it as a drug delivery system, a system that delivers the drug into your body. So this ideal drug delivery system must deliver the drug at a particular rate. It should not release the entire drug molecule in a single period of time. If you assume a normal tablet, a paracetamol tablet also, it disintegrates after 1 or 2 minutes. If it disintegrates, the entire drug is released out of the drug delivery system. Now the tablet has disintegrated, it has converted to coarse and fine particles. The drug molecule starts dissolution and it gets to start absorbing into systemic circulation. Now, without any particular rate, spontaneously the entire drug has released out of the drug delivery system by the mechanism of disintegration. Whereas in case of an ideal drug delivery system, this should not happen. The drug should be delivered at a particular rate. There should be a particular speed of the process. For releasing a drug from the delivery system, this releasing should happen only a particular speed. There should be a proper rate. That is the first thing. Second thing, the rate must able to meet the need of our body. That means it should not be too slow speed, it should not be too high speed. The optimal speed means the rate, the speed at which the drug comes out from the delivery system must able to meet the needs of our body. Say for example, the therapeutic concentration of a drug is 10 microgram. For example, therapeutic concentration of a drug is 10 microgram. The drug should be able to deliver minimum 10 microgram. If it is delivering only 5 microgram, the drug what is delivered from the drug delivery system slowly eliminates. It never attains the therapeutic concentration. And if the maximum safe concentration is 25 microgram, if the drug is releasing 100 microgram, it goes beyond the safer concentration. So the need of our body is to release the drug from 10 microgram to 25 microgram. 10 is the minimum effective concentration, 25 is the maximum safe concentration. So the need of our body is to deliver, the body requires the drug concentration between 10 to 25. That is the need of our body. So the delivery system should be able to deliver the drug molecule, or the delivery system should be able to release the drug molecule based upon the need of our body. That means within this particular range of the therapeutic range, it should deliver the drug from the delivery system. Then the third point is it should deliver within a specified period. Say for example, the purpose of developing a delivery system is to avoid the drawbacks or avoid the limitations of the conventional drug delivery system. The first limitation is frequent dosing. The first limitation of the conventional delivery system is frequent dosing, 4 times per day, 6 times per day. This we need to overcome by administering a single dose of a medicament per day. If we need to develop a dosage form that need to administer only 1 time per day, once a day, 1 tablet per day, if you want to develop in such a way that the drug molecule must be released from the delivery system in the entire 24 hours. If you administer the drug in the morning 10 o'clock, next day morning 10 o'clock only you are going to take the next medication. By this 10 a.m. to next day 10 a.m. in this 24 hours, the drug delivery system slowly releases the drug molecule. That means within this 24 hours is a specified period. Though the entire drug molecule from the delivery system should be released only within this 24 hours. It should not release the entire drug within 10 hours. It should not take more than 24 hours to release the entire drug molecule. That means what is the specified period for the treatment? Within the specified period, only the drug delivery system has to release the drug molecule. This is one of the specific characteristics of a drug delivery system. So the 3 main characteristics we seen, that is the rate, need and specified period, that I'll explain once again. The drug delivery system should deliver the drug at a rate dictated by the needs of the body at a specified period of time. So there should be a rate. It should meet the requirements of the body, it should meet the need of the body, and it should release only within the specified period of the time. So this is the ideal characteristics of a drug delivery system. Now, what is an ideal objectives of a drug delivery system? The ideal objective of a drug delivery system includes spatial delivery of the drug. Second is temporal delivery of the drug. One is the spatial delivery, second one is the temporal delivery of the drug. Let us go in depth. What is meant by spatial delivery of the drug molecule? Spatial, the word itself shows a space. The word itself, spatial, shows a space. That means The drug delivery system should deliver the drug into a particular space. The delivery system should deliver the drug into a particular space. If you modify the words, it should deliver the drug molecule. The delivery system should deliver the drug molecule into its target site or site of action, where the receptor is present. Where is the site of action? The drug delivery system should able to deliver the drug molecule into its site of action. Suppose if we consider, if we administer a conventional dosage form, the entire conventional, the drug molecule present in the conventional dosage form is completely distributed throughout the body. That is, it is not specific, it is not spatially delivered. In the picture, it is clearly shows we develop a drug delivery system to target the breast. If you want to target the breast, the drug need to deliver, the delivery system has to deliver the drug molecule only in the breast, not on the other parts of the body. That means we are providing a space for the delivery system to release the drug molecule. We are providing a delivery system. We are providing a space for the delivery system to deliver the drug. So in the specified area of our body, the delivery system should deliver the drug molecule. That is meant by the spatial delivery of the drug molecule. This may helps to attain the better therapeutic activity or better site of action. The next one is the temporal delivery of the drug. Within the word temporal, it itself means that it is depends upon the time. That means time dependent delivery. Some drug molecules, say this 3 graph it is shown, A, B, C. Both this drug delivery system has a lag time. Suppose, say example, 2 hours is a lag time. That means for the 2 hours after administering the drug molecule, the drug is not releasing out of the delivery system. It holds, the delivery system holds the drug molecule for the entire 2 hours without releasing even a single molecule of drug. Once it attains a particular desired time molecule, the A dosage form has bursted. A dosage form has bursted and it has released the entire drug molecule within a single second. Within a no time period, it has released the entire drug molecule. Whereas in the case of B has little bit slower than that of the A, and C is again slower than that of B. So if we compare A, B, C, A is highly faster, means highly faster after 2 hours. After 2 hours, all these dosage forms do not release the drug molecule. After 2 hours, A has released spontaneously, B is little bit slower, C is again little bit slower. That means, again we are discussing the temporal delivery of the drug molecule, which shows the drug is releasing based upon the requirement of our body. That means there is a rate controlling based upon the at a specified time, based upon our requirement, we need to deliver the drug molecule. Suppose the drug may require after 2 hours, we may require the entire drug delivery system, drug to be released out from the drug delivery system. The option A is good. After 2 hours period of time, a slow release is only required. Option B is good. Again, if you want to reduce the release pattern, option C is good. So based on this shows a temporal release, that means release of the drug molecule based upon the time period. So this refers to controlling the rate or specific time of drug delivery to the target tissues. And this type of temporal control is beneficial for the drugs that are rapidly metabolized or having shorter half-lives. Suppose the drug molecule is rapidly metabolized in the gastrointestinal tract, or it is rarely metabolized in the stomach by the acid moieties. So in this case, if we provide a sufficient lag time which protects the drug molecule from the gastric media, and within the 2 hours period of time it will bypasses the stomach and it will enter into the intestine, where it can safely releases the drug molecule. So this type of delivery system, this drug delivery system should able to deliver the should able to provide a temporal delivery of your drug molecule. Now, let us see what is the terminology control release versus sustained release. These are the two terms which you are going to use continuously in this novel drug delivery system. Now, what is the difference between a controlled release as well as a sustained release? Here, now we again came back to the graphical representation of a plasma drug concentration against time. Here you have minimum effective concentration, maximum safe concentration, and the plasma drug concentration for a conventional drug as well as a controlled release drug delivery system. The green line represents the controlled release drug delivery system. The moment the drug is administered, it slowly releases the drug. The drug is reaching in the system in circulation and it attains a steady state. That means there is no fluctuation in the amount of drug present in the system in circulation. There is no fluctuation in the amount of drug present in the system in circulation. That means it attains it maintains a steady state concentration. That is the specialty of the controlled release formulations. That means it releases the drug molecule. It releases the drug molecule from the delivery system only at a controlled rate, or we can call in the other way, it follows a zero order release pattern. Irrespective of the amount of drug present in the delivery system you assume as a tablet. Irrespective of the amount of drug present in the tablet, slowly at a controlled rate, this tablet releases a drug molecule. For example, a tablet is having 500 mg of drug molecule. Tablet is having 500 mg of a drug molecule. In case of a conventional tablet, the conventional tablet spontaneously disintegrate the tablet, the drug molecule converted to coarse or the fine particles, and it slowly spontaneously disintegration converting to fine particles, and it's immediately absorbed into the systemic circulation. Just opposite is the case of a controlled release drug delivery system. What happens in the CR formulation? There is no disintegration of the tablet, whereas the delivery system slowly releases the drug molecule from the tablet. So if there is 500 mg of drug in the tablet, after a 1 hour period of time, the delivery system may release only 10 mg. That means if you administer the drug at 10 o'clock, by 11 o'clock it may release only 10 mg. From 11 to 12 o'clock it releases only another 10 mg. From 12 to 1 o'clock it may release another 10 mg. That means the amount of drug released by the delivery system is independent on the amount of drug present in the delivery system. I'll repeat, the amount of drug released by the delivery system is independent on the amount of drug present in the delivery system. 10 mg, when there is 500 mg of drug present in the delivery system, in the initial first hour it released 10 mg. Now the balance is only 490 mg. After next 1 hour again it releases the 10 mg. Their balance is only 480 mg. The third hour also it releases the 10 mg. Then the balance is 470 mg. After 10 hours it releases 10 mg per every hour. Then the balance will be 490 mg. 400 mg. After 10 hours releasing 10 mg at every hour, there will be total 100 mg released. 400 mg will be present in the drug delivery system. Even after, when there is 400 mg also, then and there also it will release as 10 mg at every hour. That means throughout the entire release time, it may releases only the specified amount of drug. It maintains a constant speed. It maintains a constant rate. At this constant rate, the drug delivery system releases the drug molecule from the delivery system, and this we call it as a zero order process. And the release pattern of the zero order process, or the delivery system that release the drug molecule at a zero order process, which we call it as a controlled release formulation. So the speciality of the controlled release formulation is it releases the drug from the delivery system in a controlled manner. It follows a zero order release pattern. It attains a steady state concentration in the body without making any fluctuations, without making any peaks or valleys in the delivery system. This will provide a better convenience for the patient. Next, let us see how then a sustained release formulation differ from a controlled release formulation. Here, this pink line represents the sustained release formulation. From the graphical representation itself, we can see the duration taken by the sustained release formulation is equal to that of the controlled release formulation. That means the sustained release formulation will sustain, or it can also called as prolonged release formulation. It will prolong the release pattern, but it will not control the rate of the process. The sustained release formulation may prolong for 24 hours. It can prolong for 48 hours, but the rate of release is not constant. The rate of release of drug from the delivery system is not a constant, whereas in case of a controlled release, a constant release of drug delivery system happens from the drug delivery system. Thus, the SR formulation may follows a first order release pattern than that of a zero order release pattern. So this way, this is the difference between a sustained release formulation combined with that of the controlled release formulations. Now let us see the controlled release drug delivery system can sustain the drug action, it can localize the drug action, and it can target the drug action. That means it is a combination of sustaining, it provides a localized action, at the same time it provides the target action. That means it delivers the drug molecules in a target site. It can be. So a controlled release drug delivery system can have this following characteristics. Now let us see what is the rationale for selecting a controlled drug delivery system. Our ultimate aim is alter the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic parameters. You see what is the limitations of a conventional dosage form, which includes so much of fluctuations. That means this fluctuations is which can have so many limitations, which can produce any sort of adverse reactions. So this type of issues can happen in a conventional dosage form. Thus, to overcome these issues, we may have to alter the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic parameters, and our ultimate aim is to deliver the drug molecule safely and enhances the efficacy of the drug molecule. So this is the aim of our designing a controlled drug release system. This to develop a delivery system, or to deliver the drug safely and effectively into the body, we must alter the plasma drug concentration. So in case of a conventional form, we are getting the fluctuations. So if we want to alter this plasma drug concentration, we have the option for altering the dose, or altering the dosage regimen, or altering the dosage frequency. In case of altering the dosage frequency means, like if you are administering the drug for 4 hours or 4 times a day, that means every 6 hours we are administering the drug molecule. If you want to alter, it means we should bring it to once daily dosage form. So in order to attain, or in order to alter the plasma drug concentration, the option is either alter the dose or alter the dosage regimen. Now, dose as well as dosing interval can be modified in case of this conventional dosage forms, but the therapeutic window, or the plasma concentration below which the therapeutic effect is exhibited, under which the undesirable effect may be occurred. What happens is, in case of altering the dose as well as dosage regimen, which can harm the therapeutic index. You know what is the therapeutic index? It is the ratio between the maximum safe concentration and minimum effective concentration. Say for example, if the maximum safe concentration is 500 and the minimum effective concentration is 100, the therapeutic index we can call it as 500 by 100 as 5. But if the maximum safe concentration is 200 and the minimum effective concentration is 100, the therapeutic index becomes 2. That means as the therapeutic index is reducing, it very difficult to adjust the dosage regimen. If the maximum safe concentration is 200 and minimum effective concentration is 100, we must deliver the drug within this concentration from 100 to 200. It should not go beyond 200, it should not come below 100. Whereas if it is 100 and 500 means we can adjust the dosage regimen at any cost. If we give the more doses of the drug, it is not a matter. If we change the dosing frequency also, it is not a matter. But for any of the drug molecule with a narrow therapeutic index, or with any of the drug molecule with a therapeutic index with 2 or less than that, it's very difficult to adjust the dose as well as dosage regimen. This further to alter the kinetic parameters, further to alter the plasma drug concentration, the option is a dosing interval can be extended by altering the Ke as well as Ka. That means altering the elimination rate constant as well as absorption rate constant. But elimination and absorption, these are the two processes what the body does. That means if we administer 500 mg of the drug molecule, if we can reduce the rate of absorption, okay, obviously it will reach only less amount of drug in the system and circulation. But absorption is a process of the body which we cannot alter, right? And suppose if the drug molecule is highly and fastly metabolizing, since a drug is highly metabolizing, we may have to administer frequently this drug molecule. If we can prolong the metabolism, if we can extend the metabolism by reducing the metabolic enzyme functions, we can reduce the dosing frequency, but we cannot alter the again Ke, metabolism is a function of our body that we cannot alter. Further to alter the plasma drug concentration, the only option is what? The controlled release drug delivery system. That means the delivery system has to release the drug from the system only in a controlled manner. That means here we are not administering the Ka, we are not administering the Ke, we are not altering the therapeutic index of the drug molecule. The therapeutic index remains same, Ka remains same, Ke remains the same, but we are converting the dose into a controlled release dosage form which can alter the pharmacokinetics or which can alter the plasma drug concentration profile. So this is the rationale for selecting a controlled release drug delivery systems. Now let us see what are the advantages of a controlled release drug delivery system. First of all, reduction in the dosing frequency. Instead of administering conventional dosage from every 6 hours, we can stop it with a once a day also. Reduction fluctuations in the controlled release system, fluctuations can be reduced. Then any chances of administering or avoidance of night time dosing can be reduced. If you administer the drug in the morning 10 o'clock, the next day morning 10 o'clock only need to administer, so we can bypass the administration of drug in the night time. Then increased patient complaints, then more uniform effect. That means no fluctuations, no peaks, no valleys, a steady state concentration of drug attains. Then decreased side effects like reduced gastric irritation. That means if we administer a conventional dosage form, this conventional dosage form completely releases the drug in a single moment of time. So a huge amount of active moiety enters in your drug molecule which can cause any irritation, any gastric irritation in your stomach. Okay, so this type of things can be overcome by your conventional or overcome by your controlled release dosage form. That means since it is releasing at a particular rate, the gastric irritation can be avoided. Now let us see what are the disadvantages of a conventional dosage forms. Disadvantages of a controlled release drug delivery system. The first one is high cost, unpredictable or poor in vitro in vivo correlation. High cost as well as poor in vitro in vivo correlation. Dose dumping, reduced potential for dose adjustments. That means if you're developing a controlled release dosage form, we should adjust the label claim or the dose of the drug molecule. Suppose we are converting a conventional form into a controlled release form. Conventional form we were administering 100 mg 4 times a day. Now we are converting to controlled release form. The dose must be more than 100 mg. That means 4 tablets we are merging together and developing into a single tablet. The dose also should be increased proportionally. There is a different method for calculation of dose of a controlled release form that we will discuss in the next sessions. It is not proportionally increasing, but it will be higher than that of a single dose. Say for example, for a single dose, if it is 100 mg, when we are taking into a CR dosage form, it forms a 300 mg. Thus, any failure of this delivery system happen means the entire 300 mg will release the drug molecule. Delivery system will release the entire 300 mg. That means any failure or the dose dumping. Because of any failure, the dose dumping can happen, which may dump the entire drug molecule present in the delivery system. And further dose adjustments will not be possible. Then increased first pass clearance. That means in a controlled release dosage form, a few amount of drug is released. As a few amount of drug released, there are probability or the chances for metabolizing more amount of drug molecule. So this is a continuous process. Continuously the drug is released from the delivery system. Continuously it may undergo the first pass. The more amount of drug might be undergo the first pass metabolism. And finally, the poor systemic availability in general. That is, always the drug delivery system, the plasma drug concentration attained will be less. Whereas in the case of conventional dosage form, it attains a huge Cmax. It attains a total AUC will be higher. The total bioavailability will be higher in case of a conventional dosage form. But in case of a controlled release dosage form, this is not required. A peak value is not required. A higher bioavailability is not required. That means it may attain to a poor bioavailability compared with that of the conventional dosage form. So these are the disadvantages of a controlled release drug delivery system. So that's all for today's session. I hope the session is clear for all of you, and thank you so much for the listening. Okay, thank you.